Abusuafo ene etiefo ebimo obi bia kwa washonko so e de aba Ghana politics avenue so ye besere obi bia sese afi eno abadwumadi we so a obe like obe share obe subscribe to the channel no sene be ya political trending news bia eko ba bia no Ghana politics avenue so ene abusuafo ene etiefo ya jepene se ye de beba abesom ye som fuguru for modom ye ene ye call political highway no so na nsem bebre ene aso akote nsem de bi ene sense se ye no Torkonoo a ode Mahama akọ ekowa Torkonoo a oso ontia say on NPP for abochirede a omoye demonstration etia John Dramani Mahama ankuti agana sisi no Torkonoo about to John Dramani Mahama wa vetete no the Jubilee house akopara cho wakobuko to akosere say John Dramani Mahama me na mkasa me no betwen me na mkasa me do be DSC pa sisi no de Matias say me the president of Ghana and as the president elect NDSC sisi no wako surrounded no they are John Dramani Mahama all praise say yen just a common lawyer crano or you okay with it since on call the pension na den and etu na de so etu na de so keke kran ya sa pamo no every Ghana momokum and as Ghana lawyers and as Ghana judiciary BBM oni mu or said John Dramani Mahama say on man akwanya na nka on fam be normal lawyer kra ke be ne de ya pamo no every Jubilee house IR rose me by for me enko ni ko tie lo kan
come with clean hands. What solid one Ghana for new respect for you, and you think you may be asking sensible, genuine question, but people will not take you serious because the crimes are committed, like beneath your attitude and your character everywhere that you go. So for me, I think that Afenyo Markin and his people should just tone down. The MPP will have to reconstruct itself, and if they want to reconnect to the people, you cannot do so with these arrogant characters like Afenyo Markin and co. Because every day, all that he does is to widen the connection between the MPP and the people of this country. Because Adia will not win the love of the people. But Ghana for knew what has happened. And now, unfortunately for them, John Mahama still enjoys the goodwill of the people of this country. So unless somebody may prove that Adia severely wrong, whatever you say, Ghana for, go to social media and look at who people are bashing. Still, I have marking. But the fact of the matter is that, and now say, and you are fixating on trivialities and nobody will take you serious. And now me catch that with Unia smart say Mahama that's already. No say MPP for more this can the umber car to a more former. I'm telling you, Ghana for I'm telling you. You see, that is the kind of pain you people bring to the people of this country. And I think these things will play in your head. But I'm said they are arrogant, full of themselves in their twisted head, they think they are still in the place with the people of this country. The fact of the matter is that, and Mahama Kasa or the more car to achieve your mind. I am telling you, Ghana for cheer him up because he still has well. And people say, and that when say officer or dealing with you, Onyanya and Ghanaians are angry. So you have no better place in the eyes of the people of this country because of the criminal enterprise you led. And the subsequent and the aftermath events are happening in Akroma, especially at the time. And kwasi Akroma and the question is, we were part of a government that allowed this belligerent, defense saying, arrogant posture and things in that particular way, you draw some kind of attention to yourself. Torkonoo issue court in that honor. That's all I judge. Now nobody our sense of shame and a bit defended this particular issue. My catch up, me know what discussing this whole issue, how this woman has conducted herself within this. I no actually advertise it to Ghanaians how incompetent she is, and that matter she's not fit to lead as an AG, as a CJ of this country, and that is quite obvious. So when I walk to Muse, also Bakwamana, yenim. The kind of fraternal relationship between you and her, and the kind of job that she was doing for you. So you think it's and that is the only reason they are playing these fools cars. I will play honor. But now no make us say the Afenyo market in Crofo. I don't blame him. I blame the NDC in Parliament because Omo and a teacher and a babedru. Yeah. Politics, my culture says, "Uno be your nose omuwa." Also, it's as simple as that. Say, Nipano chose omu. Now, chance oh yes, I'm massa. They be over so, and that's exactly how, in the twisted head of these people, that is how they see the NDC as a weakling, and for that matter, they are always taking advantage. What be say say Abra Akuffo appointed judges and Ghana for a Cáüğ़t Akroma say. The NDC MP sat in Parliament and approved them. They never worked out. Some of them will tell you, so, free me constituency, my chief, the paramount chief of Premier Kasawa, they answer anymore. Look at the kind of embarrassing, because the people normal, they are masters when it comes to vulgar politics. Or no, will not pander to these conveniences and so forth. But we do so. Look at what they took some joy through.
Yeah.
Some joy to Akunipa. Yes.
Addo Kujato.
Only Kujato. Because I'm much more working. At the end of the day, almost one who on self from home.
Yeah.
Now, Bonnie Ben and some joy, you know, Kujato, yeah. Even Kendo Foriata, who in his first term committed a lot of financial crimes in this country, NDC sat in parliament and approved him. So how Akumsen, you approve how Akumsen, and you approve several other people. And independent psychological, who's a wabi muha, won't matter. And you don't know about so say Drew so there. And that is the kind of relationship that you have created between them. That is why Afenyo Market is emboldened doing what he's doing. Because he sees you as a weakling. Because Drew as at some point, there were legends almost come back.
Yeah.
So if we say you have a price, he can buy you. But Drew no so.
Oba mafia
walk out. He will not just walk out. Obetina public. And that is a fact. So I think there is a big lesson to the NDC. My country say politics and sorry you. So why would you so bad politics? You study the game of your opponent and you play accordingly. Never create any room for weakness.
Yeah.
Many parents doubt to say we are weaker. Now, I'm a cite example. Unfortunately, no way see
yeah.
Me a video, but I'm a cite example. Say Wako Stadium. I a stampede, just like they see.
Yeah.
Now Obia Shase, now Obia Faso Pejauda.
Debbie.
It will never happen because Obia Penity, Oto from a woo. On Betty Wako. The only thing I ban is I want Shasi, one casa make sure you must.
I'm sorry.
Because I said the offense that the world show nobody mercy until you show yourself mercy.
Yeah.
Because so what me sorrow cry actually they want to be piano more free danger no muntam. But the very moment you fall to the ground, people will step on you because be a fighter for niti. Empty. When you show that weakness, you are done. So the NDC should then you look at your gains and you look at the other side and Mankoye. And I am not sure say any level-minded individual in this country. The people who are sabi agenda ni team about answer comparative analysis or wait me I can't and say you move a step in a positive direction. And for me that is the most important thing. And so 1 year near last year November this day now the dollar was around 16.37 and that is around 10. That is over about 33%. Just say it's phenomenal. And I think that even the president Ankasa is shocked. You could see that even nature is a play. Many people know. And because it's quite difficult to explain how this state of play happen. But you see, it's happening because certain discipline has been adjusted to. Certain interventions are coming to play, like this gold board intervention. And as for the Makase, the Sami Jamfi's outfit is doing a great job.
Sure.
In recent time, you see a lot of people coming to, bash him and more to talk gold from some of these things. You see, Ghana for no, obi ya de no just support the person and let him succeed. Because the Sami Jamfi cotton gold, no the Sikano Akroma, Onfanko ni Kurum. Sikano come to the people of this country. We sat in this country and struggled for almost 3 good years. You have said, IMF my $3 billion. $3 billion conditions in as if we go home. But within the period of
residential so there be more propaganda what you do. President John Dramani Mahama yes wa would you wouldn't and near my papa who ye nua brojaje mfimunti ade ne call na wangu ani mase when disappointed ni esi ye no ye beka ne se enya esi awie by so be be adrede confirm no onya substantive ni ahwehwe deputy emfa nka ne ho we a humble appeal me de ma wa no pay se mesrew adwuma no waye wa sua de enso and owa ho brase dodo the first minister bi no ba me yahu omo panyu the first ministers bi mo ba me yahu omo pan
is nice.
Yeah, the difference is clear. Who say yes, ni penny
human
very fantastic. The last me kwa check aka the last time na utimu say ye maame ni ye ase mmerwafo ka na me say na maame na defense ministry de mo ba be den oso mba ni broja na mbedru ye na me say me fa ha na ma be chia na me say asemuni obi and in fact why ejuma I think President Mahama will consider and at least promote him to be the substantive defense minister. And then let's look around for a competent deputy. I'll bet to me, Abuano. Ato is forcing the sector nation pa. We oversight we na the man no. Hey, but we are good though. We play a player. Why is Amabua?
A nice, calm person. You know, say he's a shy person.
Yeah.
Or Nyendipa or Yegidi, that kind of a person. My worry has to do with say nipa who are kwanya abusia for fast or more handle situation like this. Oko efie man say me wom no ya but how often do people play it on radio and TV and as a forum? This is obi a was suffer such a tragic death. Pain no cry in from. Even if you have a situation, a contention like this going on within the family be there few home. You don't grant interviews, and there will be a person celebrate. The last time I told you about that, the Lumbers, Abusia Penny. Will be a Lumber.
Was a penny to pack?
Yes, Abusia Penny, Lumber. Now, what's it? Your friends at TV and crank it to the microphone. I shall want to summer in this and Nipa can. So I said, Abasian and also no life in opportunities or the popular near. Now, no me who video be a security in the internet. You say, hey, Ghana.
It's so funny, you know.
Yeah, I think that the penchant. Our family no rush to handle these issues in camera no it's quite inappropriate. And for instance, you say your friend is saying Akroma or na wo no be ba suspicion now one grounded on fact, you know. You will not be able to prove it anywhere. First of all, is it not the fact that the two were married? And Oko Ghana your evidence act now obi a ya wo no in a legitimate marriage our real no etenase ya like continue enyangu ye no ya wo no out of no the presumption is that oye maame ne papa no ba unless you have evidence emuye do and so what me rebut that presumption because uni wukunu mesia wo se me so waware na wonyema do I need to ask you
it will even make sense.
You see, so that is the position of the law. Unless you have evidence about that presumption and the better and say your casa your DNA on Accra your entities me and sample and a opportunity to do that.
Okay.
Either mama no papa no family people are putting on and now man no corner time be so see you know who say MP be akwa na say for the question is now who was suspicious will be no that the best thing you do is so be jano e bi na akwa lumba issue now amanfo ka say they said na yere no desert no for say Lumba, so Yakra.
Yeah.
And they said on the year on and it's a desert na. When our options over Jaobi. The or your worried that I didn't tell when Jano. Now what in China so you see some of these things we have to be very sensible and reasonable and to some of these issues. Because uno bitterness what desert no or Yaria crowd for 18 good years. Nipa no yaro no have every right to dissolve the marriage. Na say when dissolve it means maybe said we see who no.
And yes
what I say?
Yeah.
So these are common sense. And you went I'm for the social media, shot camera, and now Sabian said,
so be to be found a one cup. No, or your Facebook Live.
And now we are now Santiago Mamre, Oko ordinance over Santiago Mamre. We are. And then I'm Ranachi say, yeah, your customary
open one.
Nipanua. Everything a busian dear Obana a play minor role. But the very moment you go for ordinance. Then the Obano and the prominent person, the family become a play minor role. So look why ordinance in you now, but we are not finished by Santiago Mamra, Opa Santiago Mamra, your friend is a customary. These are basic things people should understand. No munja for this particular issue, I think that I have addressed it. So court in the bed decide, the court will to me to decide, especially when inheritance is at stake. I will be proved. But and I'm saying Papa Nuniho now by the discretion will be with the court. But court will not just do it. The question is that family provide those cases better say indeed Akroma nye Abuajeba. Do you have it? Because court will not use the DNA to prove your
perception.
Your perception and your I think that is what your friends saying 8 to 10 months. And some about do Chroma say Akoko I seen so for 8 months and said about do Chroma.
Years.
Exactly. We be nim entino ya no Argentina focus so I bet me power the pottery industry. Among young people are taking center stage. And Akoko no ya there are two advantages because Yana Nkasa is a market on its own and son of back Akoko na Nkasa so and this is a government focus so asking young people the pad every month and we are more calm for better. So such ventures, no discussion, you are creating employment for a man for. At the same time, you are serving the consumers' needs. Such enterprises, you are more. And then rice farming, buffer stock and omudo musike to Italian bags in the Nasifodim. Sasikano can go to the north and buy rice man for a year, provide the machineries and nearby biomuhia. I think if you're able to do these things, be a just a bit me. So I am asking Ghanaians to get involved. Because a positive and good initiative. As Omudom Hujima, a bet me aboama unemployment situation at the BI and them I and Ra will be me baby and never bear then Obia or Kosoja. I cry young father money no one or Waka Kushi as a Bian Pase, who say, which means a young Tassa. What I say, if you are crying upon the moon or near not your class of Soja be a combat. Oh, you are not general society pressure being or they call what I say. So I think you're creating avenues, now you're diverse. Then when you have options, either I will go for nursing, I'll go for this. You go to America and other places. When you wake up, the options are bet you. As you say, Sikano Akuffo were here, the abetu and the counterparts on new Mudi, you know. So intimate reach out to them about prosecution witness, no, your board member, Echo Dia dance your court to say, board on him hore. And see, young canning, corruption cases now, also say. Just somebody else 5 will say, I'm a Kenyan, yes, career. I sympathize with the AG and the deputy.
It's terrible.
That's the side. I will be a country will be a gift of our political capital ben or or say I see be political capital ben or no. They don't wear any political influence because we are party now which until will be a which until will be all political capital. Oh, son, what's any pardon? And we take any free man, what taking the part of the world free. Now will be as every party no woman, a can or deba. Intimate say, your friends wound to me, or more chance them more political words, and you just abuse it. We won't tell us who is who. Because when I walk out, now we just can also your comfort.
Yeah.
And I think that
wow, footbridge na wamaya and son abedu raise junction ya de Zongo junction no what's na madina Zongo junction footbridge na wukọ wani kakra and son abedu raise junction say minim ne ya na ha yen Ghana for irrespective for South footbridge me ni o ma yen nyina achi wo de dru Zongo junction ho na hwa ade and I think some police for no o ma ye de o metimi bia o ma bre footbridge ne wo pa na so kwabra ne wo ma bodompem e wo traffic light na say e ho no mu twam e no moja footbridge ne wo ho na kwafo de footbridge na da ne market etube obakọ footbridge no so no na ye to nkako ye to bofrot ni aboa ye to bibia bridge no ye se enipa mfa so na ka amo no but so Zongo junction de na mahu ntini mani abre no. This is not the first time I said we make traffic light na so green cars na ekono na nipa no ma kom ho bom bebre no mu twam aso green was a car ni twam o nipa no so adane ne ho car ono so twam etu bedru no traffic light na so green pa na so na traffic at cars no because nipa no ebom o mu twam bebre wutimi nko footbridge ne won nchen hwa wo ko bi sara no aka cho se ewa na ka footbridge ne yafoto wa pompa mu ana wo ka o se agwantu wanti me foro the whole thing no me fiase minim de hayen ebetimi ayedede sa ya ade no so kwasi hwa na ya se twa ye ho ade ne ya yusu enti minim de ya na hayen. It's in the traffic lights no so enipa any car airpre ho and so footbridge e won nchen a ofa no osi a oni car eni asem bia so obeja ho dia mesi a wo ansa na obedu raise junction no wo sa kantankanta bi kwa wo maye no nkrofo fa kwati kwan so abubu kantankanta ni bi se da be obetimi a jump hey na ya kwa na hayaya asa o man no mra obia mpeso obedi mra so obia mpeso obedi mra so in his own small way no obaso aye de ope kan ya ye de o akwabrane na foot bridge na se wonim se bi mu kra wo mo cross wo foot bridge na se hwa enso ade ni si na pampam so obafro amfro da Ghana for ya so de o ya kan so de pa Ghana for ya so ye den won se oma kikemu ala pass baby ayo mu twa bebre no won se besi na ya foot bridge o baby ya foot bridge na se ya se emuwa Emi say engineer no say wa measure so anya den ti the foot bridge na kwa kwasi baby ya traffic light na se pe na
edi show bibia oje bread hedge me do pampe so ero bibia se hanma ko ye Ghana politics avenue yesterday oguso awohwe no like share subscribe to the channel share ma onwa no bobusuan for number bobia so say ntumi nkadu me dia ye di wa bi nyankopon show bibia oje bread hedge me do aha and bread mam kwan se me fa mo si muso fuguru about politics Ghana politics avenue na aje bread say the from o comment o nsen kai bia fa comment section say dey we betimi no wadi ho nkita ho dey meda wo bibia say no Akroma